The game in progress. We did record this, so if you missed the first series, it was basically a quick punt by Corey Hill for a touchback.
Ethan Gary's run gets about 4 or 5 yards for a 2nd and 10.
Cooper, thrown by Cooper Winter, picked off by senior Bryson Highland. This is the second play of this drive. It's about 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. Running back met maybe after.
Gary's run, good for 2 yards. Tackle brought down by Will Doherty.
That was number 8.
Get on your feet, Bearcats fans. It's 3rd down.
That's a 3. Nope. Number 9, Ethan Garay on that last carry. Going back, Garay in motion. It's pitched to Sheeler. Sheeler gets caught, but we'll see if he got enough for the first down. It's going to be close. And they do signal to move the chains. That'll be a Cheyenne.
Sheeler's run enough for a Cheyenne Wells Tigers first down.
So that will be 1st and 15 at the Bearcat 22. If they don't score on this possession, they'd have to get down to about the 7-yard line for a first down. Pitch to Sheeler. He's still on his feet. No, he's going to get wrapped up after a gain of about 8 or 9.
Sheeler's run for 8 yards, enough for a 2nd and 7.
Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the game. 2nd and 7, ball spotted right at the 14-yard line. Sheeler and Gray in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Ball is away, and that will be a touchdown.
The Zach Dickey connection to Bryson Heil for Cheyenne Wells Tigers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Your score 6-0, Cheyenne Wells up. Long snapper in the game, Bryson Hale, the holder, and then the kicker, Corey Hill.
Hill on the attempt, good looking snap, and it looks to be straight through the uprights. Another 2 points.
Corey's kick, clean as a whistle. 8-0, Cheyenne Wells up.
.4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their 4 daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today.
All right, ladies and gents, it took about 2 minutes and 18 seconds for Cheyenne Wells to get on the scoreboard here. And Branson, Corey Hill set to kick off again. His last kickoff was well into the end zone.
Corey Hill, the kickoff specialist, the man out deep, Coulter Cranston.
Number 1. And that one also is going to be another touchback.
Hill sends it deep in the Codwell Field air to set up the second drive for the Branson Bearcats.
Bearcat offense can come up with. All right, here we go.
In at quarterback for Branson, number 14, Cooper Winter.
Coulter Cranston back. He is live. Pursued by the big long arms of Hill. He's still on his feet. He's going. He's got some upfield blockers. Colter Cranston, a hard-fought.
Colter Cranston shakes and bakes for 12 yards for the Branson Bearcats. 2nd and 3.
All right. That means that we will be at about 2nd and 4. Nice run by Cranston. Was able to avoid several tackles. Pistol formation is what they call it. We had movement somewhere, folks. And it looks like that is likely going to be on the Bearcats. Yep, false start on that offensive line.
False start on the Branson Bearcats offensive line.
So instead of 2nd and 4, it's going to be about 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 in Cheyenne Wells territory.
Ball still spotted at about the 21-yard line. It's pitched to Cranston.
Good.
He's got some blocks.
Will. Go.
He's still on his feet. He's able to gain maybe about 3 yards on the play.
Cranston up for 3 yards up the right side. 3rd down, Branson.
No kidding.
All right, working on our audio levels here, folks. We had the PA announcer turned up, blasting it out for our player intros. Had some viewer comments that, hey, we can hear everybody real good. Ball's in the air. Intended target was David Gomez. Well covered by Sheeler.
Pass intended for David Gomez. Incomplete.
That'll bring up 4th down
Branson.
Relatively deep in their own end zone. Not end zone, but in their own half of the field. I would expect the Bearcats to likely punt. There's number 21, sophomore Kelby Leonard backing up to receive the punt. Not a very good snap, but Cranston has it. He's just going to turn on the jets and see if he can get to the first. Not going to be able to do it. That was a nice tackle by number 3.
Branson's fake on the 4th down. Unsuccessful. Brought down by number 3, Zach Dickey, the senior.
I don't know. He thought it was 4th. Oh,
That was a lot.
Cheyenne Wells taking over.
There he is. Oh.
That was Sheeler. Brought down after.
Sheeler brings it up to the left side. Brought down by the senior number 15, Colter Cranston. 2nd down for the Cheyenne Wells Tigers.
Cheyenne Wells looking to get into the end zone again. Brought down, but too late. That's another touchdown for number 9, Ethan Garay.
Ethan Garay, enough for a Cheyenne Wells Tigers touchdown. Your score, 14-0. Corey Hill in for the PAT for Cheyenne Wells.
Corey Hill in to kick for the Tigers. His last one is right through the uprights. That one is blocked.
PAT attempt no good. Blocked by number 15, Colter Cranston.
Yeah, I can see on my stuff. You're coming through louder than I am, and I'm on my microphone. Which is not bad. I love your enthusiasm.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
Specialist number 1, Corey Hill.
Here we go, folks. Corey Hill back to kick again. Branson to receive. First 2 kicks were deep into the end zone. That one's going to fall a little short. Branson is going to pick it up at about the 7-yard line, still on his feet.
Oh my gosh.
And he's
Go,
still going somehow. Going to ultimately get wrapped up about the 10-yard line. Several players are signaling fumble.
The fumble by the return specialist number 15, Coulter Cranston, recovered by the Bearcats. Branson sets up around
So it
their
will
own
be Branson
10.
ball at about the 10-yard line. About 4.5 to go here in the first quarter.
At least it's not windy.
I'm chewing ice too when I started doing. I get nervous.
Branson lining up in a modified I formation.
Come on.
Cooper airs it out. Pass is complete to Cowboy
The
Davis.
pass
but he's
completed to
immediately
Cowboy
by senior
Davis,
Zach
brought
Dickey.
down by number 3, Zach Dickey.
Why is that not? What is coming in? Oh, I see. God,
Did you figure it out?
Let's go!
try to be so.
Let's go. Shoot. Oh, Cooper. So do they get one?
Winner throws it away for a safety. That's 2 points for the Cheyenne Wells Tigers. 16-0, Cheyenne Wells. All right.
No, it was 14 because they didn't
Oh,
make that after. Am I supposed to?
Oh, this stinks. I love it when stuff doesn't work according to plan. It was my issue completely. I didn't have the right thing plugged in.
You get here. Yes, my mom, she could hear you. She just hears.
All right.
My mom's watching next to you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Had a little sound difficulty there, but we should be good to go and ready for you. We are here now, ready to bring you the rest of the game. It's pretty much been all Cheyenne Wells. You can see it on the scoreboard. 3 minutes to go here in the third. 2 touchdowns and then a Branson safety, 16-0. And after the safety quick punt, that is Garay on the quick reception. And guess what? He's going to take it to the house. But we do have a flag on the play. So we will see what the result of that call is. You know, broadcasting is always an interesting puzzle, folks. For those of you that were listening, at least you got to hear the smooth voice of Brock Bunelli, our PA announcer for the day. Appreciate his assistant stepping up at the last minute for us, coming out to Branson to call that game. So that touchdown is not going to be good. There was a illegal block in the backfield. Cheyenne Wells going to go ahead and start with the ball. It will be 1st and 15 for the first time in Cheyenne Wells territory. So the ball spotted right there at the 35-yard line on the near hash. We'll see if the Bearcat defense can figure out a way to slow down this high-octane Cheyenne Wells #1 rated defense. It's going to be a pitch to Sheeler. He's met right away by Mason Riddle for a tackle for loss. Going to lose about 2 on the play. They're going to spot the ball pretty much at the 33-yard line, about the 34, I guess. So he lost a yard on the play. I bet that doesn't happen very often for Trey Sheeler, losing yards on play. He averages, let me see, I'm going to look at that. He averages 18 yards a run. That's Garay on the run this time. He just took it to the house, called back, and finally brought down by big Mason Riddle with the pursuit. Nearly enough for a first down. So that will be 3rd and about 1. Third and 1 here with 2.5 to go here in the first. Sheeler in the background. The ball is away. It's picked up by Corey Hill. Nobody in front of him except that orange Bearcat end zone. Another touchdown for Cheyenne Wells. 22-0 here in the first. You know, it's always good to have a big man on the field that has good hands. That pass a little off the mark. Corey Hill listed at 6'9". I don't know if he's actually quite that tall, but he's definitely head and shoulders above everybody else out here. He had to reach down, pick that one out of the turf, and able to convert and score. Snap looks good. Hill's kick was blocked by Will Doherty that time. Let's hear from another one of our sponsors. You may have seen their commercial just a minute ago. I want to tell you about something neat that 4D Auctions is doing. Actually, we'll have that for you later. Oh, there it is. The Lance R. Barron Estate online auction is happening tomorrow, November 3rd. The neat thing about this auction, folks, is Mr. Barron was a lifelong firearms collector. If you are into hunting or target work or just a collector, you definitely want to go to 4dauctionservices.highbid.com. Get registered, place your bid. You're going to have a lot of one-of-a-kind items in terms of firearms and ammunition available. Don't want to miss that one. Thank you to our good friends at 4D Auction Services for stepping up and sponsoring a couple of weeks worth of broadcasts here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. Coming into this game, Cheyenne Wells sitting at number 1 in the state. Branson sitting at number 10 according to the Chassis Selection and Seeding Index. And the way that index works, it combines the max preps rating and the calculated RPI. Average those two out, and you get the official seeding and selection index. And that's what determines what players qualify or what teams qualify for the playoffs and where they sit in the bracket. Here we go. Corey Hill to kick off. Cranston again back deep to receive. He goes to the other end of the field in about the middle of the end zone. Another touchback.
Hill's kick bounces out into the orange and a touchback. Branson will set up at the 15.
Bearcats offense looking to get something going. They've been stifled so far. An interception, a turnover on downs, and a safety in the Bearcats' first 3 possessions. Give credit to the Cheyenne Wells defense, really playing stingy here. They came to finish this season undefeated, trying to take care of business. That handoff, actually a bad snap, and Cooper Winter kind of lost his footing there. Loss of about 2.
By Branson for a loss of 2, 2nd and 17.
So that'll bring up about 2nd and 17 now from the Bearcat 13. Cranston the backfield, Cowboy Davis in motion. Quick handoff to Cranston. Cranston wrapped up after gaining about 4 or 5, but there is laundry on the field.
About a 4 or 5 yard run to the left side.
We'll see what the call is. Looks like it's a call of face mask on one of the Cheyenne Wells Tigers. And it was not a face mask that results in a 15-yard penalty. Looks like about a 5-yard penalty. Be about 3rd down and 6 for the Bearcats. Actually about 5. Just about a minute and a half to go here in the first. Kind of a load left. Handoff to Cranston. Met quick. He drives for another 4 or so yards. We'll see if they give him the mark for the first down. And they're saying move the chains. That will be a Bearcat first down. Kind of a load right formation. Shotgun snap to Winter. He's looking, he airs it out to Will Doherty, and it looks like there is a flag on Sheeler. Little pass interference, a little contact on Doherty. So that will be a replay of down, I believe, at the point. They're going to spot the ball pretty much right there at midfield. Replay of first down, so that will be 1st and 5 for the Bearcats. 52 seconds left here in the first quarter. Cheyenne Wells in the driver's seat. Bone formation, 2 backs. It's a pitch out to Cranston. He's got a bunch of white jerseys in front of him. Another flag on the field. Based on the direction, looks like it's going to be a hold call. And that is going to be a replay of down. That's going to move the Bearcats back to a 1st and 15 situation.
That'll send the Bearcats back to a 1st and 15.
So ball now, with 45 seconds to go, spotted back at the 30-yard line. We'll see if the Bearcats can come up with something here to end the first quarter. Load left for the Bearcats. Cranston alone back in the backfield. It's a pitch. He's going to think about airing it out. He got hit on it. Cranston got clobbered in the backfield. Pass is incomplete. Cranston comes up hobbling a little bit.
2nd and 15 for the Bearcats.
That could be a tough situation for Coulter Cranston and the Bearcats. Next man up is going to be Akoya Bartlett coming in the game. sophomore running back for the Bearcats. Maybe Cranston just got the wind knocked out of him. He kind of took it right in the middle of the chest as he let go of that ball. Credit that Cheyenne Wells defense. They come in fast. There is no slow gear as they've been pressuring the quarterback pretty much relentlessly. Couple men out wide. It's Riddle and Doherty. Cooper Winter's going to air it out. He's got a guy almost picked off. It's tipped, and 15's got it. That's Bryson Heil. Going to eventually be brought down by Okoye Bartlett, saving the touchdown. Second interception of the first quarter for Cheyenne Wells. Bryson Heil getting it done. Defensively, heads up play. It was Doherty got up on it. Guarded by, I think it was Sheeler who got a finger on it, kept it alive. Right into the hands of Heil. Coulter Cranston getting his ankle taped up. That's going to be 1st and 15 for the Tigers from the Bearcat 13. Pitch to Sheeler. He's got nothing. Oh, and that's going to be another flag. A little taunting there by number 3 senior Zach Dickey is going to bring that touchdown back. So take that 6 off the scoreboard at the moment. Little bit of extracurricular celebration after a nice block by senior Zach Dickey. Decided to talk a little bit into it. And that backs the ball up from the point of the infraction. So the ball is going to get spotted now at the Branson 11-yard line. It was about at the 12, so it's going to be 1st and goal. Another pitch to Sheeler. Play is whistled dead. We had movement or something. Timeout. Oh, that's the end of the quarter. Time expired before the play happened. 22-0 is your score at the end of one here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network.
CynMar Land and Lawn Care provides proven and professional solutions for residential, commercial, industrial, governmental, and agricultural companies located in Colorado and Kansas. We provide top-notch services at affordable prices. You'll get skilled, trained technicians, not kids' day laborers or unskilled spare-timers. We also offer total weed control for alleys, driveways, fence lines, and more, plus noxious weed control. Give us a call today at 719-680-2651 or visit CynMarLandCare.com.
Try to get, when it happens, zoomed in close on whoever makes the tackle or catches the ball or doesn't catch the ball. Welcome back, folks. That was CynMar Land and Lawn Care, big supporters of everything we do here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, originally in the Cheyenne Wells area. Now they service the Trinidad, Honey, Southern Colorado area as well. So big thank you to Mark and Cindy Henry for sponsoring today's broadcast. We're going to switch directions of the field, head to the south side of the turf here on Caldwell Field. It's going to be still 1st and goal from about the 11-yard line. Really, Cheyenne Wells at this point demonstrating why they are the undefeated #1 rated team. They've been dominant on defense, offensively been able to kind of do really whatever they want. We'll see if the Bearcat defense can answer. There's been some good hits, some good stuffs. Corey Hill lined out far on the left side, and he's going to look for him. He is wide open, and David Gomez aired it out. was able to somehow get up and deflect that ball away from Corey Hill. Tell you what, if I had a target as tall as that, he'd be getting that ball about every other possession. That'll bring up 2nd down and goal. Ball still at about the 11-yard line. Garay and Sheeler in the backfield. And it's a sweep for Sheeler. He's going to be met and brought down just short of the goal line. That's number 13, Cam Rosas, with the tackle saving the touchdown there. It's going to be 3rd and short. Only about 2 yards to go to pay dirt for Cheyenne Wells, up 22-0 here as we start the 2nd quarter. It's a pitch to Shields. Doesn't have to get far, and he's able to do it. The hands are up. That is another Cheyenne Wells touchdown.
28-0, Cheyenne Wells.
28-0 is your score. Cheyenne Wells in the driver's seat here in the last regular season game of the season. For the Bearcats, Coulter Cranston just got his ankle taped. I see he's up walking it, getting loose, getting ready to get back in the game here in this 2nd quarter. Corey Hill, high snap, well handled. Hill puts it up and through, making your score 30-0 here with 9:21 to go in the first half.
Trinidad State College is a great place to go to school because we have a small college community where you will feel like you belong. We have all the advantages of a small residential liberal arts college combined with career-focused programs like nursing, teacher education, cybersecurity, construction trades, and many more. If you choose Trinidad State, you are making a smart decision.
Okay, Ethelyn, I want you to, can you hear me there, Ethelyn? All right, zoom in on. All right, ladies and gents, you heard a little behind baseball, a little blooper kick. And that is Cam Rosas able to recover that. Bearcats with maybe their best field position of the morning so far. It's going to be at their 39. Cam Rosas on the quick recovery. Bearcat offense looking to find the formula here. And against a defense like this Tiger defense, it is a tricky puzzle to try to figure out for any offense. Nobody they faced this year has figured it out so far. Maybe the Bearcats get a little lucky. Handoff, Corey Hill met Cranston about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be second. Second and about 16. You know, when you got a big fella like Corey Hill as the nose guard right in the middle of that front line, that makes it kind of difficult to run up the gut unless you've got some equally sized gentlemen to kind of meet him. Coach Cranston going to air it out. Diamond formation, Doherty and Cooper Winter out wide. Coulter Cranston going to receive it. Bad snap. He's just got to pick it up. He's got to find somebody. He can't run. He's got Will Doherty. His pass is complete after a gain of about 11. That's going to be third and about 6 for the Bearcats. Good catch by Will Doherty, the junior, able to connect right there. Bearcats in their best field position of the morning at their Cheyenne Wells 32-yard line. Cam Rosas in the game now. Winner's able to get rid of it. Cowboy Davis grabs it about a yard behind the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th and about 7 for the Bearcats. Nice reception by Davis, but the defense was right there. Chasen Turner, senior, number 0, provided great quarterback pressure for Cheyenne Wells. Coulter Cranston on the sideline, still getting attended to on that ankle. Cash Neugebauer in the game here on the close side of the field. Cooper's got it. He airs it out. Will Doherty, his second reception of the game, is good for a Bearcat first down. Bearcats knocking on the door, getting a little positive momentum here, airing the ball out. Bearcats known for their ground game, but against a defense like Cheyenne Wells, you got to adjust. You got to be ready to try something different. And Coach Cranston going to the air. Gutsy call. Got to do it though, even with after 2 interceptions. I really like those 2 throws from Cooper Winter to Doherty. Spreading it out again. Neugebauer and Doherty looking to line it out. Kind of a muff snap there for a loss of about 8 or 9. That's going to bring up 2nd and 20-ish. Bearcats, to get the first down, would have to get down to about the 5-yard line. Got to have a good snap if you're going to continue this forward momentum for the Bearcats. All right, 2nd and 20-plus yards. Winter's got it. He's under pressure. He's in trouble. And he's brought down. You know, he was being pressured by Sheeler. Trey Sheeler, a junior, getting it done on both sides of the ball. Really, Winter had nowhere to go. This is going to be 3rd and a country mile. If we're going to try to figure out the math, it's about 32 yards. Run the. .6:10 to go here in the first half. Bearcats had some moments of positivity. A couple tough plays ignited by good pressure from the Cheyenne Wells Tigers. Winter's got it. He's going to try and do it with his legs. Against a team like this, you got to have a lot of open grass. He didn't have anybody in front and open, so he gained about a yard or 2 on that. Still 4th and a long way to go for the Branson Bearcats. At halftime, we're going to break down the postseason picture for you, what each of these teams is looking to do in terms of who they might match up with. Hey, there's Coulter Cranston checking back into the game. Hopefully he's got that ankle kind of addressed and managed somehow. He's going to be the lone back, 4th, and a decent amount to go. We'll see if he tries to do it with his legs. If it's really a punt, he's going to try to. He's just trying to get out of trouble, being pursued by a couple of Tigers. He gets it up in the air, and it's received. Not nearly enough for a first down, but they gained about 16 yards on the play. They had to go about 30. So Cam Rosas with a great. So Cheyenne Wells is going to take over as deep in their territory as they have been this game. Up 30-0. Nice connection.
Zach, Dickey, and crew troll out with 4:48 left in the first half.
Sheeler and Garay in the backfield. Dickey under center. It's a pitch to Garay. He's still on his feet. He's got Cranston to beat. Fortunately, that was Mason Riddle. Was able to come and clean it up, but not after number 9, Ethan Garay, runs for about 17 yards for another Cheyenne Wells first down. First down for Cheyenne Wells. Pitch to Sheeler. He just lowers his shoulder right into number 5, David Gomez, after gaining about 6 yards on the play. Say a 7-yard gain. That's going to bring up about 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Nice stop by David Gomez. He's going to take a breather. Comes out for a play or two. Sheeler still in the backfield. That looks to be number 21 in there now. Leonard, the lone back. It's a pitch to him. He's going to try to get it done. He's got room. Only Cranston to beat. Cranston, you got to wonder if he's hobbled by that ankle injury. That is number 21, Kelby Leonard, for another Cheyenne Wells touchdown.
Your score, Cheyenne Wells 36. Your Branson Kim Bearcats 0.
36-0, folks, with 3:37. I guess at this time it is fair to remind everyone of the sportsmanship clock, as we call it. Once it gets to a point spread of 45, the clock will run, only stopping for an injured player or a technical timeout. Direct pass to Hill. He's going to get it out to Sheeler. Cooper Winter tried to stop him, but just a skosh too late.
The 2-point PAT fake by Corey Hill, successful for a 2-point conversion. Cheyenne Wells 38, your Branson Kim Bearcats 0.
It's only 1 point, remember?
Oh, yeah.
No, you're good. You're right. Yeah. It's got to shift between 8-man and 6-man.
Staying connected with your hometown bank is easy with iBank, mobile banking from the First National Bank in Trinidad.
Since 1875, we've been here offering trusted relationships with new ways to connect.
With branch locations in Trinidad, Walsenburg, and Raton, and ATMs throughout southern Colorado and northern New Mexico, cash is always easily available.
And with iBank mobile banking, you can even deposit a check right from the palm of your hand.
Enjoy that long-standing local banking relationship with new ways to connect with First National Bank.
Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
NMLS ID 402572.
Visit fnbtrinidad.com to sign up for iBank Mobile and banking today.
Big shout out to our friends at the First National Bank in Trinidad. You'll see their sponsorships peppered throughout the day. Appreciate all of their support of not just us, but just about every youth program in the Trinidad, Southern Colorado area. Thank you so much, First National Bank. Here we go, back to it. Corey Hill kicking to Akoya Bartlett down deep, and Corey's kicking into the wind, so this might be returnable. They decide to dribble it. It's bobbled and ultimately recovered by the Bearcats.
The dribbler bobbled by number 5, David Gomez.
You know, smart play by Hill. Keep it on the ground. You allow just nothing to happen in terms of it is virtually impossible to return that. Back to it, folks.
My apologies, folks. With the 1-point conversion, your score 37-0 Cheyenne Wells. Again, if you have the winning ticket, Visit Gabby in the cafeteria. 989.
All right, Bearcats going to start at about their 38-yard line. Bartlett and Doherty out. Bobbled snap. Rosas in trouble. That's Turner right there to cover him up for a big loss. Coulter Cranston still on the sideline. See what the Bearcats can do, what they cook up. That was a loss of about 10 yards, so that'll be second and about 25 for the Bearcats. Same formation. Looks like it's going to be Winter and Bartlett. Quick pitch back to Rosas. He's got a man. Wynn took that. That was intended target was Mason Riddle.
Incomplete for number 42, Mason Riddle. It's third down.
So it does every time you let go, it just goes. All right, so it needs to stay about there. Because look over here, Caleb. We got all that stuff at the bottom, and if you go to the bottom, it needs to stay right in the middle. So right about there. Diamond formation again for the Bearcats. Cranston back in. Bad pitch. The ball bobbled. It is loose. Picked up by Cheyenne Wells. Block in the back. That was a cool flippity-doo takedown by Cooper Winter on number 9, Ethan Gray. Still is going to be Cheyenne Wells' ball. Illegal block by Cheyenne Wells on that little run back. So that will move him back a little farther. Tigers still going to have it because the penalty happened after the ball was recovered. So it will be 1st and 15. Wind is picked up here in Branson, coming from the south, and on your screen, that's from right to left. So the Tigers are working into the wind here.
Zach Dickey sets up the Cheyenne Wells Tigers in Bearcats territory, first down.
Quick pitch. That's number 7 met by some Bearcats. And we don't have number 7 on our Max Preps roster.
Run up the left side for number 7. Do apologize. Do not have a name for number 7. If you have a name for number 7, please come to the booth. Second down, Cheyenne Wells.
Second and about 10 for the Tigers. Sheeler and Gray pitch to Sheeler. He's got a blocker. That was the long arms of David Gomez able to get a hand on him. Mason Riddle in pursuit. But that is, guess what, folks? Another Cheyenne Wells first and goal situation at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Dickey under center. Number 7 and number 9, that's Ethan Gray in the backfield. It's pitched to Gray. It's a sweep up the gut. He's still on his feet, and he is in the orange turf for another touchdown. But there is a flag on the field. We'll see what the penalty is. Score the moment 37-0. We'll see if they signal. So it's a penalty on Cheyenne Wells, but after the touchdown. So the touchdown counts. So your score will be 43-37.
Touchdown good for Ethan Gray. Head coach John Cranston takes it on the kickoff.
Coach Cranston elects to take the penalty on the kickoff. So here for the point after attempt by Corey Hill, it will be at the normal 3-yard line. Last time we saw a direct snap to Hill and a 1-point. That kick was off the mark, no good, but your score here, 43. All right, ladies and gents, we're just going to keep it right here as we take a quick timeout to mention another one of our playoff-bound sponsors, Coach Traegon Marquez of the Grenada Bobcats. He is not just a football, basketball coach. He's a rep for New York Life. New York Life offers a wide variety of insurance and investment products to help your family proactively plan for the future or to kind of just have something in the back pocket just in case a bad circumstance arises. Lots of insurance products to fit your family, your budget, and your needs. Give Coach Traegon a call at 719-940-5030. Grenada Bobcats currently sitting at number 6 in the rankings. We'll talk about that here at halftime. Headed to the playoffs as well, so that 15-yard personal foul that happened after the touchdown is going to move Corey Hill and the Tigers back to the 15 instead of the 30-yard line for the kickoff. Now, kicking into the wind, we've seen 2 dribbler kicks from Hill so far. We'll see what he elects to do. They dribble it again this time. Will Doherty fields it and wisely hits the cover of the ground. A minute and a half here to go. 43-0 is the score. Tigers up by a big margin, but the Bearcats now with their best field position of the day at the Cheyenne Wells 25-yard line. Can the Bearcats figure out a way to punch it in, get a touchdown, get a little bit of momentum, something good, something encouraging to take into the locker room at halftime? We'll see what Coach Cranston's Bearcats come up with here. Kind of a load left formation. Cranston, the lone back. Tough pitch. Sorry, that's not Cranston. That was David Gomez getting the ball. Met for a loss of about 5 yards. So that will be 2nd and 20 for the Bearcats. That front line of the Tigers just doing an excellent job pressuring in every direction. Cooper Winter gets up. He tries the pass to Doherty, but Sheeler was right there. Good thing that pass was a little underthrown because good defense by Trey Sheeler. Junior on junior. Sheeler kind of getting the better of Doherty that time.
It's 3rd down.
3rd down. And still about 20 yards to go. Bearcats have Tate Baker, Mason Riddle, and Cowboy Davis on the line. David Gomez, lined up as the running back last play, is out wide right. Cowboy Davis receives it, gets it back to Cooper Winter. He's got a little bit of time, pursued again, and he lets go of the ball. It's going to get picked up and recovered by the Tigers with 36 seconds to go here in the half. Tough start for Cooper Winter. That's his 3rd turnover of the game. Cheyenne Wells looking to get the sportsmanship clock running in the next 36 seconds. So Cheyenne Wells going to start at the Bearcat 28-yard line. They've got 36 seconds to score here in the half. This is Trevin Smith, number 5, a freshman, lined up on the near side. Quick pass, it's away. That's number 15, gets it. He's met by Cooper Winter. Pass is complete. Clock continues to run. They take timeout by the Cheyenne Wells Tigers. We'll take a timeout right here.
Just like the general store mercantiles of the Wild West, Diamond W Mercantile strives to stock everything our customers need for a simple life. From tack to homemade towels and housewares to locally grown meats, produce, and more. We offer grass-fed Mesa beef that was raised on the ranch right outside our door, and Watauga Cheese Company cheeses made in Perryton, Texas. And we're always adding something new. Come shop with us Monday through Friday, 9 to 4 at 14 West 3rd Street in La Junta.
Big shout out to Diamond W Mercantile. One of our all-year-long sponsors. Need to get their commercial updated. They've actually changed locations. They're still in La Junta, and they've also changed focuses and offer a wide variety of fresh-baked treats and yummy things for lunch. So find them on Facebook, Diamond W Mercantile, and see if you don't get hungry just looking at the amazing things they post, all the treats available. It's going to be second down and about 10 for Cheyenne Wells. Man in motion. Garay with it. He's got one to beat, and he beats him. Guess what? Start up the clock. Keep it rolling. 15 seconds to go. The clock will run out, and time will expire. They'll still allow Cheyenne Wells to go for the extra point. 49-0 is your current score. Cheyenne Wells in the clear driver's seat today.
Running clock in effect. Past the 40 mark, running clock. Besides timeouts from here on out.
Corey Hill's on his feet. He's just going to run it in himself for the extra one. No, they're going to wave it off because did he receive the snap? We'll figure that out here. And then we'll be right back in a couple of minutes with the second half of action.
Your Branson Bearcats.
Saddle Rock Sports Network is a student-powered broadcasting company that was started this fall.
Over the last 2 months, our student-produced broadcasts have gotten over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views.
Over 20,000 views. In January and February, we will be broadcasting 41 games for the high school and junior high Kim Branson Mustang basketball teams.
With that being said, would you like to put your ad in one of our live videos?
Your ad will also be permanently on the game videos, which live on YouTube forever.
Forever.
For forever.
And will be seen over and over again as the game is shared with fans and re-watched by players, coaches, and families.
We have ad packages based on sponsoring all the games in a given week, or sponsoring a specific team or teams.
Weekly ad packages start at 1 week between 8 and 12 games for $200 and go up to all 41 games for $800.
Team-based sponsorships are similarly priced.
Each package includes your logo on screen during gameplay and a commercial that gets aired during timeouts and halftimes of your sponsored games.
Another way Saddle Rock Sports Network is helping schools is that they give 20% of ad revenue back to a school group of your choice.
Whether that be, for example, the senior class, junior class, FFA, theater, whatever you want.
To reserve your sponsorship, click on the link to the order form in this post, or you can visit SaddleRockSolutions.com.
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 SaddleRockSolutions.com for more information.
All right, ladies and gents, let's talk playoffs. We've still got about 14 minutes of this halftime intermission to go. So here's where we stand. This Friday and Saturday, we've had some interesting games in terms of who's in the top 16 that those games could have and did have impacts on the rankings. So yesterday we had a couple of big games in six-man. 3 that caught my eye. First, we had number 6 Grenada taking on Kit Carson. Grenada taking care of business. We thought if there was a little bit of an upset, there might be a change in some rankings there. Next one was Kalichi beating Fleming by the narrowest margin of the day yesterday, 45-30. Still, the high seed winning that game, probably not impacting the standings too much. And then right on the bubble, you'll see that was number 16 taking on number 17, Prairie versus Kiowa. Prairie with a 51-point win, not only stayed in the hunt, but Kiowa is completely out now of the playoff picture. They've dropped so far, probably not going to have an impact. Now today, we'll look that up in just a few minutes, but you'll see Cheyenne Wells taking care of business here. A couple of other top 16 games in the works right now. Otis, number 4, taking on number 12, Eads. That one could shuffle the standings down around the 10, 11, 12 spot. And number 9, Arickaree taking on Shira. That might be one of the better matchups here in the top 16 set today. So what are the rankings right now? Well, they're there on your screen. As we mentioned, Cheyenne Wells sitting at number 1, followed by Stratton, Idalia, Otis, Sierra Grande, and Grenada. The top 6, they've been the same top 6 for the last several weeks in the rankings. No real change there. Then we get down to number 7 and below. Kalichi and Hanover both moved up a spot to number 7 and number 8 respectively. The top 8 seeded teams will end up hosting a game. But right behind Hanover is Arickaree, and look at those numbers right there, .669 and .669. Both of those teams in a mathematical tie at 8 and 9. If there's any shuffling in today's standings, you'll see it right there. And they go out to actual 6 decimal places in the calculations. Branson Kim sitting there at number 10. They didn't change at all in their rankings from last week to this week. Eads and Fleming flip-flopped between 11 and 12 from last week to this week. Shira and Primero also changed up and down a spot. Shira at 13, Primero at 14. Prairie now at 15, Kit Carson at 16. So Prairie was at the 16 spot. They moved up and flip-flop with Kit Carson. And Kiowa not able to pull off the win yesterday, still out of the playoff picture at number 17. And you'll see there's enough mathematical difference there with .514 and .483 and those teams being done. I really don't see any change between now and Sunday. So in my opinion, those 16 teams you see right there on your screen are going to make the bracket. Now let's look at it right now. Where are teams? In the upper left side of your screen, the first quadrant with Cheyenne Wells at the number 1 spot. They would play Kit Carson, and then Arickaree would travel to Hanover. Let's work our way down the screen, bottom left side of the bracket now. Number 4, Otis would host Shira, and number 5, Sierra Grande would host Fleming. In the upper right-hand side, the number 2 spot, Stratton, sitting at 9-1 on the season, would host Prairie, and Kalichi would host the Kim Branson Bearcats. Down in the last quadrant of the bracket, number 3, Idalia would host Primero, and number 6, Grenada would host Eads. Now, what could happen today? Let's go back and look at that bracket. The 10, 11, really 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spots are so close mathematically. The results of today's games could and most likely will result in some minor moves in those spots. It would be interesting to see if Arickaree is able to bump up into that hosting spot from 9 into 8. Branson Kim with the mercy clock running with the score of 50-0 here at halftime. Likely not going to pull up a win today, but in max preps and RPI, sometimes if you lose, even lose big to a team that you expect to lose big to, and this is how it's exactly written on the Max Preps ranking website, it doesn't impact your ranking all that bad. In fact, in terms of RPI, losing to a team with a great RPI actually helps you out. So even a big loss today could result in a statistical move for the Bearcats. They could bump into that number 9 slot even after a loss today. Another interesting thing to note in the bracket, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, Grenada is set to host Eads. That is a conference matchup. The way six-man works is if conference opponents line up in the bracket, the seeding and selection committee, they can adjust those lower seeds and move them around so that it's not a conference matchup. So you could see, for example, if Eads actually does finish at number 11, they could get moved over to the number 12 spot to take on Sierra Grande, or they could get moved up to the number 10 spot to take on the Caliche. It's hard to say. Here's how it's going to work. Sunday afternoon is when the seeding and selection committee actually meets. They will get together. They will publish the official bracket. It should be a whole lot of fun. We'll have that bracket for you posted on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. As soon as we learn, we'll keep you up to date as fast as we can. We appreciate everyone sticking with us as we analyze, as we kind of figure things out. It should be a lot of fun. Score is 50-0 here on Caldwell Field, and we will be right back after hearing from a few more of our sponsors.
Baca Valley Telephone Company and Sierra Communications have been meeting the area's communications needs since 1974. We offer a wide range of services to our customers: local telephone service, residential and commercial internet service, telephone systems, security systems, network cabling, and two-way radio sales and service. Headquartered in Des Moines, New Mexico, our service area includes northeastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Baca Valley and Sierra Communications is your one-stop shop for your communications needs.
That was your halftime show report brought to you from Caldwell Field.
4D Auction Services, owned and operated by Ryan and Penny Brown, is a family-run business based out of Folsom, New Mexico. Named 4D for their four daughters, they offer a variety of auction services throughout northeastern New Mexico, southern Colorado, southwest Kansas, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. They offer business liquidations, large and small equipment sales, farm, ranch, and estate sales, and moving and consignment auctions. Visit them online at 4dauctionservices.highbid.com to see what they are selling today.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh, or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
Staying connected with your hometown bank is easy with iBank, mobile banking from the First National Bank in Trinidad.
Since 1875, we've been here offering trusted relationships with new ways to connect.
With branch locations in Trinidad, Walsenburg, and Raton, and ATMs throughout southern Colorado and northern New Mexico, cash is always easily available.
And with iBank mobile banking, you can even deposit a check right from the palm of your hand.
Enjoy that long-standing local banking relationship with new ways to connect with First National Bank.
Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
NMLS ID 402572.
Visit fnbtrinidad.com to sign up for iBank mobile and banking today.
Right Tires is your one-stop shop for fuel and tires in Kim, Colorado. Located on Highway 160, Right Tires has diesel and unleaded fuel available 24 hours a day. If you need a quick tire fix or a set of new tires, they'll get you what you need. Family owned and operated, they know that when our school and community thrives, we all thrive. Right Tires is proud to support the Kim Branson Mustangs and this student broadcast.
Baca Valley Telephone Company and Sierra Communications have been meeting the area's communications needs since 1974. We offer a wide range of services to our customers: local telephone service, residential and commercial internet service, telephone systems, security systems, network cabling, and two-way radio sales and service. Headquartered in Des Moines, New Mexico, our service area includes northeastern New Mexico and southeastern Colorado. Baca Valley and Sierra Communications is your one-stop shop for your communications needs.
Trinidad State College is a great place to go to school because we have a small college community where you will feel like you belong. We have all the advantages of a small residential liberal arts college combined with career-focused programs like nursing, teacher education, cybersecurity, construction trades, and many more. If you choose Trinidad State, you are making a smart decision.
Welcome back, folks, to Caldwell Field. About 3 minutes to go before we start the third quarter. The clock will be running. The score is 50-0 here. Oops, I need to change that on my little broadcast scoreboard. I want to let you know something else coming up just around the corner here on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. The Trinidad State College 88th Annual High School Basketball Tournament. It is the longest running high school basketball tournament in Colorado. Talk about heritage and history. It's a really, really neat thing we get to do. It's a 5-day tournament, 8 schools, a total of 16 teams will be competing, both guys and girls squads. You'll see the teams set to compete. Actually, that was last year's teams, and I'm waiting on confirmation, but most likely going to be the same group of teams. Kim Branson, Honey, Primero, John Mall, that's out of Walsenburg, Des Moines, Springer, Raton, and Trinidad, all set to compete. We had over 15,000 views of our tournament coverage last year, and we've done nothing but grow from last year to this year, too. So if you're looking to maybe get your business out to the southern Colorado, northern New Mexico region, this tournament is a great opportunity to do that. You can sponsor a school, a specific day, or the whole tournament. You'll see our package prices there. A little tough to see. I didn't think of green text on a green field background. You could sponsor one school, which is 6 games for $300, or days 1, 2, 3, or 4 with 4 games apiece on each of those days for $225. Championship day is Saturday, December 7th. There's 8 games that day. It starts at 9 in the morning, doesn't finish for quite a ways. Oh, yeah, we'll get you taken care of. Oh, yeah, we'll get you. Or you can sponsor the whole tournament for $950. If you'd like to learn more about it, scan that QR code right there on your screen. That'll take you to a little information form, and we'll just get your name and number and kind of reach out and kind of start the dialogue and get your sponsorship all set up. You can also head over to saddlerocksolutions.com and see the various packages we have available there.
Cook Oil is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the farm or range. We provide auto and ag parts and a full line of feed and livestock supplements. And we can handle your bulk fuel and propane delivery needs. Don't forget, Cook Oil is also your only source for Can-Am ATVs and side-by-sides east of I-25 and south of I-70. Stop in and see us at 105 West Santa Fe in Walsh, or give us a call at 719-324-5273. Thanks and good luck to the athletes competing in today's games.
All right, folks, back to it. We are getting ready for to start the third quarter here at Caldwell Field. Second half with the running clock won't take very long. Cheyenne Wells up 50-0 here in this contest. Number 1 ranked team in the state taking on the hosting number 10 ranked team in the state. We talked playoffs and potential outcomes later on. I know the Branson Bearcats hoping to come in today with a little bit of an upset. Turns out we had Cheyenne Wells coming in and playing like the #1 team in the state, just taking care of business defensively, offensively. Several interceptions and turnovers by the Bearcats. We've had a safety forced and created by the Cheyenne Wells defense. On the ground, Sheeler is able to just pretty much do whatever he's been wanting to do. Also, Ethan Garay getting it done. In the air, we've had a touchdown pass to Hill, another one to Tigers. I didn't get that one written down in my notes. But now as we approach the second half, the story really is going to be, can the Branson Bearcats come up with something positive out of this game going into next week? Big question on everybody's mind is Coulter Cranson's injury to his ankle or something that happened in there going to be something that carries into next week, wherever they may end up going in the first round of playoffs. And everybody here in Bearcat Country hopes that is not the case. What? No. I've got your microphone. You can just hear me. I've got yours turned all the way down. All right, the wind is picked up, folks. It's still a pretty breezy day. It's on and off again, sunshine and cloud cover. Here you can see the flag is billowing pretty aggressively with the wind coming out of the south. Both teams kind of conferring, getting ready to go. Later on tonight, we'll actually be down in Des Moines, New Mexico, where the number 6 Roy Mascaro Lady Blue are taking on the number 17 Des Moines Lady Demons. The Lady Demons with a chance to make playoffs if they win this game tonight and if they get a little help from the Roy Mascaro's opponents over the next couple of days. Roy Mascaro is currently leading the league. The Des Moines Demons would have to win their league to get into New Mexico Class A playoffs. Bearcats, I believe, are set to kick the ball off to Cheyenne Wells. Bearcats will be kicking into the wind. Will Doherty to kick off. Blake Olguin not playing today due to a little injury. He should be back next week. Doherty kicks off. It's a hard kick. Bounces off number 52. Who came up with the ball? Hard to say. That was Gage Mitchek, a sophomore. Took a line drive, and they're saying the Bearcats recovered the bobbled ball. You know, I've liked that strategy. Kick a bullet right to the guy right in front of you. Catching that has got to be a challenge. Works out in the Bearcats' favor this time. Looks like we have the younger defense for the Cheyenne Wells Tigers. We've seen that. And, you know, that's a good sportsmanship call by head coach Miles Smith. The starters coming in and taking care of business in big fashion. No one else really able to stop them. Here comes the Bearcats. Cam Rosas under center now. It's a pitch to Akoya Bartlett, sophomore to sophomore. Bartlett's got room. He's got the end zone in sights. Can he get there? No, he's going to be knocked out of bounds out about the 4-yard line. Akoya Bartlett.
That run from Akoya Bartlett to open up.
Good stuff. A near 40-yard run by Akoya Bartlett. A little spark of life from the Branson Kim Bearcats. Bartlett and Davis in the backfield now. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, it stopped, didn't it? All right, folks, you might have some audio. It was a big run by Akoya Bartlett, but it looks like our feed is having a little bit of trouble. We're going to get down, see if we can get that camera up and running for you here. What is going on? Bearcats looking to score here, doing what we can, and then they got in. That is a Bearcat touchdown. Big push by the Bearcats. Sorry, folks, a little technical difficulty. First touchdown of the day for the Bearcats. Did not work. We're going to see what we can to bring it back on screen for you.
The man for the PAT, number 17, the junior, Will Doherty, the holder, Cooper winner. PAT goes right up to the uprights.
Will Doherty just kicked a PAT, was good. All right, we're still working on things here for you, folks. It's always an adventure on the Saddle Rock Sports Network, one way or the other. Okay, that is going there. The screen back there for you, folks. What a crazy moment here in the broadcast booth. We are recording, so hopefully some of that got captured. It's a pitch. That's number 5. He's on his feet. That is Trevin Smith, a freshman, for guess what? Another Cheyenne Wells touchdown.
Trevin Smith, the freshman, takes it all the way to the crib for a Cheyenne Wells touchdown. And there's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play in the backfield. That's going to wipe that touchdown away for Cheyenne Wells. Always a heartbreaker of a call. You put in all that effort only to get it called back.
New quarterback in the game for Cheyenne Wells, number 8, Marcus Bogenhagen, the freshman. And on the carry, number 40, the sophomore.
All right. Still dealing with a couple issues here in the booth. Nice little carry by Cheyenne Wells. Bring up 2nd and 15. Quick pitch. That's number 5 again, whose touchdown was just called back, Trevin Smith.
10 yards. Brought down by Akoya Bartlett.
Third down situation for the Branson Bearcat defense. Bone formation, 2 backs for Cheyenne Wells. Quick pitch, it's number 7 still on his feet, and he gets enough yardage to move the chains. That'll be another Cheyenne Wells first down.
7's going to move the chains enough.
First and 15, right at the Bearcat 39. Quick pitch. That was number 40, Cooper Brosman, with the carry for gain of a couple.
Number 40, Cooper Brosman.
Pitch again to number 5, Smith. Brought down by several Bearcats after gaining about another 8 or 9. It's going to be third down and about 5. Another defensive opportunity here for the defense. Sorry, folks, we don't have a camera on the clock. About a minute to go in the third quarter. Like we said, these quick pitch to our mystery player number 7, brought down by Cam Rosas. And they're going to move those chains again. Another Cheyenne Wells first down.
Number 7 takes it up the left side. Enough for Cheyenne Wells.
Clock continues to run. 50-8 is your current score. Good stick by the Bearcat defense. That was number 40, Brosman, on the carry. Gained about, looks they're giving him about 3 yards in the play, so that'll be 2nd and 12 for Cheyenne Wells. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Cheyenne Wells 50, your Branson Kim Bearcats 8.
All right, folks, as we said, later tonight we will be at Des Moines for some Des Moines Lady Demon basketball as they're hosting the number 6 seeded Roy Mascaro Lady Blue. It should be a whole lot of fun there. Before we kind of get into the fourth quarter, I do want to take just a minute to thank our sponsors for the day. First National Bank of Trinidad, Baca Valley Telephone and Sierra Communications, CynMar Land and Lawn Care, New York Life Representative Traegon Marquez, Cook Oil Company out of Walsh, Colorado, Trinidad State College, the Diamond W Mercantile, Right Tires out of Kim, Colorado, and the World Journal. We couldn't do it without all of our sponsors pitching in, helping us keep these student volunteers, not volunteers, our student broadcasters paid. They're not volunteers. Back to it here. Looks like they're taking a quick break between quarters. Going to go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock, and it will only stop for an official timeout or an injured player. Quick pitch again to Smith. He's got some room, one man to beat. Mason Riddle was able to clean it up. Gomez made him jump, and Riddle took him down after a gain of a few. So that is going to be third down and about 11 to go for the Tigers. You know, appreciate in these kind of situations, younger players getting a chance to get in, mix it up a little bit as they're heading into playoffs next week, unless it's a really lopsided victory. You know, you keep your bigs in as long as you can. in playoff football just to guarantee you take care of business in the postseason. Cash Neugebauer checking in for Tate Baker.
Bearcats fans, it's 4th down.
Now it is 4th and about 12. Loss of about a yard on that last play. Smith, the lone back, gets a pitch to him. He's going to look to throw it. He's under pressure. Hit as he threw and resulted in that shortcoming, that fall. That pass falling a little short. It's been a long day. Bearcats are going to take over. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Bearcats at their own 19-yard line. About 8 minutes to go here in the game. Clock will run, as we've mentioned before. Looking forward to next week, we talked about where could each of these teams go. Cheyenne Wells definitely will be hosting as the #1 seed. Likely going to host, I believe it was Kit Carson that ended up in that 16 spot. Maybe it was Prairie. We'll look at that bracket here in a minute. Will Doherty, the lone back for the Bearcats. It's a pitch to him to the right side. He is met by that Cheyenne Wells young defense for a loss of about 6 or 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and about 20 for the Bearcats. Bearcats currently at number 10. We'll see how this loss kind of affects their standings. Again, may not affect them very much. They could end up going to Caliche. They could end up going to several different locations. We'll bring that graphic back up here as soon as we can. A little run by Cooper Winter there
Cooper Winter on the left side
for a gain of about 1.5 yards. Still about 3rd and 19-ish to go. Bearcats looking to spread it out. Cash Neugebauer and Tabin Watkins out wide on the right side. Cam Rosas with the ball under pursuit. He's in trouble. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage by number 12, Caden Muth, freshman, getting it done. 4th and a long way to go for the Bearcats. Are they going to go for it? Do they think their defense can stop them if it is a turnover on downs? The ball's only at the 10-yard line, folks. We'll see what Coach Cranston sends in with Cam Rosas for the offense to give it a go. Looks like they're going to go for it. Might as well have a little fun while we're out here. The wind's at your back. Air it out. We'll see what Rosas can do. He airs it out. He's got a man. And that pass intended target Will Doherty, defended by number 40, Cooper Brossman. Good pass defense. Turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10 for Cheyenne Wells. Bone offense, 10-yard line. That's Brossman. Just at that great pass defense. He stays on his feet. That is another Cheyenne Wells touchdown. Cooper Brossman getting it done. 10-yard touchdown run. Makes your score 56-8. 4.5 to go on this running clock, 4th quarter. You know, in the 6-man world, two names that are always at the top of the list are current number 1 Cheyenne Wells and number 2 Stratton. It's a back-and-forth game, championship contest every year between those two is what it seems like. And tell you what we've seen today, Cheyenne Wells has come to play. 2-point kick is good. 58-8 is your score. We're going to keep it right here, folks. Again, a reminder that in a few weeks we will be at the TS Trinidad State College Tournament, having a lot of fun. You can help sponsor our broadcast there. Scan that QR code. Leave your information. We'll follow up with you and keep that dialogue going. 15,000 views over the course of 5 days. Great way to get your business out and in front of a lot of viewers in a short amount of time. 3:20 to go on this clock. Cheyenne Wells Tigers will advance to 9-1 on the season. The Bearcats will finish the regular season with a record of 6-3. The RPI rankings will likely be adjusted later on this evening. Depends on when all the teams get all their scores officially loaded. It won't be until tomorrow afternoon when that selection committee meets. And we expect that official bracket to be posted and published later on Sunday night. Sometimes they wait until early Monday morning. They do take into, as we said, if there are conference opponents, they will adjust the bracket accordingly. This is number 52, Gage Mitchek. He's a sophomore to kick. Koya Bartlett receives it at the 10-yard line. He's on his feet. He's still going. He's got a little window. He runs into his teammate Cam Rosas. After a return of about 20 yards, nice return by sophomore Okoye Bartlett there.
Eventually brought down by number 6, Kendrick Hall.
Two minutes to go. Again, we appreciate everyone that's tuned in today and followed us all football season. Depending on where the Bearcats end up going, we will do what we can to bring you the action on the Saddle Rock Sports Network. It might have to be on the NFHS network. Chassa has a playoff agreement with NFHS. But sometimes they let us play nice too. Pitch to Will Doherty. He tries to cut it up. Met by a handful of Tigers. He's tackled out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
Will Doherty's carry good for about 3 yards. Brought down by a host of Tigers. Led by number 40, Cooper Brosman, the sophomore. Second down.
Looks like they only gave him about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 13. About a minute 20 to go here in the game. Bobbled ball. That was Tavin Watkins. He's able to recover.
Eventually recovered by number 18, Tavin Watkins.
55 seconds to go. That'll bring up 3rd down. And a little more than 15 to go for the Bearcat offense. Yeah, I really like what I've seen out of both of these teams. You know, we expected and we're hoping for a miracle upset here. We were hoping for a closer game. Tell you what, Cheyenne Wells just came in and really took care of business and handled themselves well with sportsmanship, with class. Bearcats a little maybe intimidated by going up against the number 1 big dog team in the state. And we got a timeout called by the Bearcats. Coach Cranston, 4th and about 17, wants one more go at it. So let's bring up those rankings again just to remind you where we're sitting. The Branson Kim Bearcats currently at number 10 according to the official selection and seating index. That was as of about 7:30 this morning. By about 7:30 p.m., I'll guarantee you those numbers are going to change. As close as number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are based on today's contests, we will see a little bit of movement in some of those teams is my prediction. Where could the Bearcats end up going? Right now they're set to go to Caliche. They bump up a notch, they might go to Hanover. They bump down a notch, they might go to Grenada. It all depends on where we go. Cheyenne Wells definitely looking to host. It's going to be Kit Carson will be their opponent next week. 4th down. Cam Rosas in the backfield.
Cooper Brosman, the punter, number 13, Cameron Rosas.
And it's a pitch. Cooper gets it back to Rosas. He's going to try and make something happen on his feet. He's still moving. And he's downed with 13 seconds to go. Clock continues to run.
Clock's continuing to run. It's going to run out of time.
Unless we get a last-second timeout. That is a turnover on downs. The clock is expired. That's the end of the game. Your final score, ladies and gents, is 58-8. Good stuff by both teams. Number 1 team in the state coming in, securing that number 1 spot going into postseason play. They will host throughout the first several rounds of the playoffs. I believe the playoffs will still be at the University of Southern Colorado Pueblo, or CSU Pueblo as it's now called. That's where Six Man has played their championship game right around Thanksgiving weekend. Next week, it'll be playoff round 1 for both of these teams. Later on tonight, we will let you know where everybody's going as soon as we know tomorrow evening when the official bracket is published. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you. Congratulations to both teams, both sets of coaches. Good luck to everybody in the playoffs, and we will have as much playoff action as we can for you here later on in the coming weeks. Later tonight, we will be in Des Moines for some volleyball action as the Roy Mascaro Lady Blue take on the Lady Demons in a potential playoff determining game for the Des Moines Lady Demons. You won't want to miss that one. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see you at the next ball game.